I am probably really confusing Kristen right now because I told her I was going live in the in my VIP group. If you want to join my VIP group, we will be sharing this there, and you can answer all of the wonderful questions. When Kristen catches up with us, hopefully she will be able to share this as a watch party inside the VIP group or on her page, and we'll just have to see what's happening. So I see whoever's watching, welcome. Kristen, yay. Okay. I know we said we were going to do this in the group. If you want to share this to the group, if you can, that way we will be able to get things done. It wouldn't let me go live in the group, and that's just Facebook being fickle. So at least it has some soreness to it. So today I'm going to use some of my favorite tools, and I'm going to make a meatball that, well, several meatballs that we can use to disguise some of our vegetables. And I would say to get kids to eat vegetables, but I found that it's not really the kids who have a problem eating them. It's moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. So we're going to make a yummy meatball so that we can hide it. The first thing that I added was shredded carrots, and using this great mixing bowl that has a lid. That's important because we're going to actually be saving this, and I'm going to be eating them tomorrow rather than today. I like to make a few meals ahead. You can also freeze meatballs very well. That way, if you're the kind of person who likes to take takeout, I like to take things out of the freezer, heat them up, and get them done that way. So one of the great things that I'm using to make these meatballs is that we're shredding the carrots, and I did most of them, but I wanted to show you the shredder that I'm using. So this just sits right on top of my bowl, and I can use it this way. Now when the carrot was large, there's only one carrot. When it was large, I just used it directly on the grater. But now that it's smaller, I've actually placed it inside this attachment that we have here, and then I put this on top of it, and now I can finish my grating pretty easily. Carrots are never easy, so I'm not saying that it's really easy, because carrots are just, they're hard. They're a hard vegetable to grate. They've never been easy, but this way I'm not hurting my fingers at all, and I'm finishing off my grating with just a couple of clicks. Then that's the cheese grater. Now the other thing is, so many of the products that I demo, I have to actually look on YouTube to find out how to use them first. And let me explain. This wonderful grater here goes right in the dishwasher, by the way, like most of our products. It comes like this. And so it stores nice and flat, and it has this nice little lid so that you can cover it and nobody's fingers get hurt, but you can easily place this in a drawer, and it won't hurt anything or anyone. The other thing is, and what you do, the reason I had to look it up is you push that in to adjust it. The other thing is, like I said, I showed it to you flat on top of the bowl, but you can also angle it just like this, and now it's a sturdy base if you want to go ahead and grate straight on your table. So that's the grater that we used for the carrots. Another thing that we're putting into our meatballs, I don't know how I'm going to demo this. We're going to try it though. I'm using I use this every day, this little cutting knife, and you can't see it now, but my prep board, they come 3 in a set, and they're awesome because they're non-stick. So, I mean, non-slip, excuse me. So the back side is what we call kind of a sticky side, and you end up putting that on your table. Now, I've just sliced open my avocado. I have a different avocado hack on my personal page. If you're not my friend yet, join me. I'd love to meet with you. But that one, when I make avocado toast, I just slice. Well, you'll have to go to my page for that too. Anyway, today I'm going to use this handy dandy slicer, and makes it really easy to slice things. I talked to Kristen earlier, and one of the things that you can slice is your hard-boiled eggs to slice on here. But right now we're just going to demo this real easy peasy avocado, and you probably don't need to slice it. You probably don't need to slice your avocado to put it in the meatballs, but I wanted to demo the product and see how it works for myself. So I'm just going to slide it right on top, and I'm not even putting this on the board because an avocado is so soft and so easy. And wow, did you hear that snap? Look how fast. Let me see if I can get that piece out of the way. Perfect slices. You can slice that right onto your avocado toast too if you're going to use the whole thing. So I'm popping my avocado in here I did not know until recently, you can actually use avocado to replace Greek yogurt. The expert Kristen's husband, who does more cooking probably than Kristen and myself combined, has said you can usually use it to actually replace most anything that is a high fat product. So I have my little rag here. So that's the easy grater. That was, honestly, it looked like a bit much. It's like, what do I need this for? But when I saw how perfectly that sliced it, wow. Okay, now I'm glad I have it. Okay, one of my favorite tools. We're adding some garlic. We'll save the garlic for later because we're gonna go to the spinach. I like to use baby spinach. You can actually use some frozen spinach in this recipe if you'd like. The suggestion though is that you would cook it first. I almost always have baby spinach on hand, and I rinse it and then I store it back in the container that it comes in because it's convenient. But I'm starting to grow my own spinach, so we'll see how that works out. I may be freezing more of it. Okay. So the thing I want to demo here is, again, we're hiding these vegetables in the meatballs so that, what do we say? The people who don't like vegetables will be able to eat them. And they won't know, and they'll like it. So right now I've got my baby spinach in here, and what I'm using right now is my salad shredder. Now I'm just gonna quickly pinch my salad with my shredder to pop it up. And this is great, again, if you've got a garden, you've got those big things of romaine lettuce that you want to pop in, you can just keep going. Now I'm gonna over shred because, again, we're putting these in my meatballs, we're hiding them. But my point here is that, big deal, we're shredding lettuce, easy to shred, right? These shears work great on chicken as well. So it's really kind of awesome because I've never seen, let's see here. I've never seen something so easy. It was a friend of mine who suggested, she said, oh, I'm looking for something that shreds chicken because when she makes things in her pressure cooker, she likes to quickly shred it right inside the pan. And I tried that and I was completely amazed at how quickly. Again, super easy to clean, pop it right in the dishwasher when I'm done. So I went ahead and shred this right inside the container. You can see, so easy. And we're gonna pour that right into the Pampered Chef mixing bowl, which again has a lid, so I'm gonna store everything in here when it's all mixed. Okay, so we've got the second vegetable. The next thing I want to show you is the breadcrumbs. This is one of my favorite products. This is one of the reasons why I got back into Pampered Chef, because I was missing this. So what is it? It is a measure-all cup. You can do liquids on this side. You can do solids on this side. When I've got my salad, I need a half a cup. I'm just going to push this down to the half where it says half a cup right here. And I'm going to pour my breadcrumbs in here. I prefer to use fresh bread when I'm making meatballs. Today is the exception because I'm not going to the grocery store as often. And I don't have a bread maker yet, so we'll have to see what happens soon. Okay. One thing that can happen is you can have a big mess in your dining room when you spill things in. Okay, so that's why you wear an apron. And we've got all our breadcrumbs done. And we'll use our little knife to make sure that it's nice and even. All right, so I'm pouring my half cup of breadcrumbs in there. And I had mentioned another product I absolutely love. Katie, you have to tell me if you were there in time, because I'm going to totally blame you if that's why if I spilled the breadcrumbs when you were here or not. It'll totally be your fault since I did the same. I did some disasters last time you were here. All right. Again, one of my favorite tools is the garlic press. Now, all I did was pop off 2 of the sections of the garlic, and you can do one if it's a larger one. And then you just make it so that that hammer piece goes in there. And maybe 2 is too many, but let's see. And now I just squeeze it, and I have to do this below eye level because last time I got a lot of stuff in my eye. And we're going to squeeze all of my wonderful garlic came out. I like to use a little knife to scrape it off the tip. I love to cook with garlic. It's heart healthy. The aroma is so good, whether you're doing it beforehand or if you're just throwing it in the pot. And then the cool part is you don't have to peel it at all. The peel sticks right in here, very easily come out. This actually comes with a brush that attaches that you can quickly scrub those, but it's also dishwasher safe. All right, so we've got our garlic in there. Now, moving on to the lemon juice. So I'm slicing a lemon in half. And Kristen was laughing at me. This is a citrus squeezer. It is actually a citrus press. I think she said it's a lemon squeezer. Very, very similar. Really, really cool. This is a fresh lemon that I'm putting flesh side down towards the holes. And I'm going to stand up for this one because last time I got some lemon juice in my eye. But instantly, I'm going to have the juice of half a lemon by squeezing it one time. And when you see this, to me, this is like really amazing. I can do it right in my bowl because there are no seeds now in my bowl. All of my seeds are caught right inside the little tube. And look, it's turned my lemon inside out. So I got every last drop out of my lemon into my food. Now we're going to move on to some of the seasoning. We're going to use some cumin. I need to look at my notes here and see how much cumin. 2 teaspoons. So another favorite tool in the kitchen that I missed out on having were my measuring spoons. And this is really cool because it goes from a 1/4 teaspoon here all the way down to 1 teaspoon. So I need 2 teaspoons. I'm going to go ahead and get those in here. I use the teaspoon one. The other size is a large size. And of course, you're going to scrape over the top. It's got a nice flat surface, so you know that your measurements are accurate. Now, when these meatballs are finished, you can use them any number of ways. You can serve them with noodles. You can also put them inside of pita bread. I come from a Greek background, so I use a lot of pita bread, olives, and like a Greek yogurt kind of mixture. You can serve them Swedish style with I can't remember the name of the sauce, but you know what I'm talking about, the white sauce. Or you can, of course, serve them in spaghetti. I personally like to eat meatballs as a snack. So I like to cook them before I freeze them. You don't have to, but I like to cook them before I freeze them. And then I can take 1 or 2 meatballs out when I'm ready and pop them in the toaster oven or the microwave. And I think that's all. Now I'm going to add my meat. You can use most anything, any ground meat for your meatballs. You can do ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef. I'm using a ground bison today, and I'm going to, oh, I forgot the rest of my seasonings. Okay, where am I? I'm going to add, we did the garlic, we did the carrot, we did the breadcrumbs, we did the cumin, just a pound of meat. We're going to throw an egg in there, some dill, a little bit of black pepper. Now, Pepper Chef sells spices, but I love my Montreal steak seasoning. This is for any time anything ever calls for pepper, I'm throwing that in there. I don't know what they have right, but they've got it right. So that's my seasoning there. And then just kind of a dash of salt. And then I'm going to add my meat and my egg, and got a couple of choices. I usually, do I brave it or do I not brave it? I've only been live a few minutes, so I'll brave it. All right. So I when I make meatballs, like to use my hands to mix the meat. But I'm not in my kitchen. I'm in my dining room. So we are going to try the special meat. Oh man, Kristen thought I was so technical with all my words, but the truth is I don't remember the name. It is the meat. Somebody help me. I will give you 10 party points if you can put the name of the thing I'm going to use. The meat something mixer, meat mixer something. I'll show it to you in a second. Let me wipe my hands off with my antibacterial. This is that time where you start thinking, am I done yet? Okay. So this is the tool I'm talking about. Who's got the name of it? Right now, when you buy one of these, $1 goes to the charity that is helping provide meals, especially in these times right now. So this is one way to add the meals. So instead of using my hands, I'm going to, wow. Okay, you can't see this. I don't know if I can show you this, but this is actually pretty amazing. So normally I would just kind of get in there and mix with my hands. Everybody likes to do that. Now I'm just pushing this in and mixing it, and it's got everything. It's got the avocado. I'm like looking at Kristen, and it's so easy. It is so easy to go in there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. Then I'll add my egg, and then I will roll it into meatballs. Now, I don't know about you. I used to love to roll meatballs. And then another reason why I joined Pampered Chef is I discovered the Meatball Scoop. I don't even know if it's the Meatball Scoop because I use it for cookie dough. Yes, I eat cookies. I use it for cookie dough. I use it for meatballs. And the really awesome thing is that you scoop it into the meat and then you push a button and you release it, much like an ice cream scoop, like a good ice cream scoop. But I don't have that with me today. So I will be rolling these into individual balls. And then, like I said, my mixing bowl comes with a lid so I can store it right in the refrigerator. And it is ready to bake tomorrow. Did anybody come up with a name? I don't see it. I don't see the name. So there are your meatballs that you can make very fast. Look at that. I wasn't even on here very long. You can 17 minutes. And I made meatballs that will go in the oven for, if I do a full oven, like a real oven, it's 450 degrees for about 12 minutes. So we can have those done in about half an hour. And like I said, if you want to make them ahead of time, would you like to come join us? You can put those in the freezer for an event that you have ahead of time. Oh, now he's got to say it. Okay, say it.
It's a spicy meatball.
And there you've got it. I'll tell you, I'll show you a picture tomorrow when they're good and made because I made this meal ahead of time. If you've got any questions for me, if you want to tell me what the name of the product is, I will go ahead and give you some party points. But thanks for joining me.